Big news is circulating right now, and if you're someone who relies on Social Security, disability benefits, or you're part of a low or middle-income household, this is something you cannot afford to ignore. Reports are pointing toward potential incoming $2,000 checks, and the timing, eligibility, and delivery method are now becoming the biggest questions. Today, we're breaking everything down clearly, calmly, and honestly, so you know exactly what's real, what's being discussed, and what could realistically happen next. Welcome back to SSA Senior Insight, the channel where we focus on facts, updates, and real information that actually matters to seniors, retirees, and everyday Americans. And before we go any further, let me ask you a quick favor that takes just 2 seconds. Please tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. It helps this video reach more people who truly need this information, and it allows us to keep bringing you timely updates like this. Now let's talk about what everyone is asking right now. Are $2,000 checks really coming? Who could qualify? When might payments actually happen? And most importantly, is this just talk, or is there a real possibility of money being sent out? Over the past several weeks, former President Donald Trump has been publicly discussing the idea of sending a $2,000 payment, often referred to as a dividend, to millions of Americans. According to his statements, this money would come from tariff revenue collected on foreign goods. He has repeatedly said that the United States is bringing in massive amounts of money from tariffs, and that some of those funds could be returned directly to American taxpayers. What's catching attention is not just the amount, but the group of people this proposal is aimed at. Trump has stated that these payments would be intended for low and middle-income Americans, while excluding high earners. That alone has sparked huge interest among seniors, Social Security recipients, and working families who are already stretched thin by rising costs. During multiple public remarks and social media posts, Trump claimed that the U.S. is now collecting far more revenue through tariffs than before, and that sending $2,000 per person would require only a fraction of what is currently coming in. According to estimates mentioned by his team, the total cost of sending these checks would be significantly lower than the total tariff revenue being collected. Now, let's slow down here, because this is where clarity matters. While the idea has been announced and discussed, it is not yet a finalized program. There is no signed law, no official payment schedule, and no confirmed distribution method at this time. However, the discussion has gone far enough that even the White House has acknowledged it is being explored. Reports indicate that Trump has suggested these payments could happen sometime in early 2026, possibly within the first few months of the year. Some officials close to the discussions have hinted that January, February, or March could be potential windows, though nothing is guaranteed. This timeline has led many analysts to speculate about political motivations, especially with midterm elections approaching later in 2026. Whether political or economic, the reality is that millions of Americans are struggling right now, and any financial relief would be meaningful. One of the biggest concerns people have raised is credibility. Many still remember past proposals that never materialized, including previously discussed stimulus-style payments that were announced but never delivered. That's why it's important to separate confirmed facts from expectations. What we do know is this. Trump has repeatedly stated, both publicly and on social media, that he supports sending at least $2,000 per person to Americans who are not considered high-income earners. He has also stated that any remaining tariff revenue, after payments are made, would be used to reduce the national debt. Another key detail that has come up repeatedly is citizenship. Based on the language used so far, these payments would be intended for U.S. citizens. That means eligibility would likely depend on citizenship status, income level, and possibly tax records. Now let's talk about income limits, because this is where many of you have questions. While Trump himself has not released exact income thresholds, Treasury officials have suggested that households earning under $100,000 per year could potentially qualify. That would include a very large portion of Americans, including retirees, seniors on fixed incomes, Social Security recipients, and low-income households. If you are someone who earns little to no income, relies on Social Security, SSDI, SSI, or other government benefits, current discussions suggest you would fall well within the intended eligibility range. However, until official guidelines are released, nothing is final. Another important question is how these payments would be sent. and this is critical. Some officials have floated the idea that the $2,000 benefit could come in different forms. That could mean a direct check, a direct deposit, a tax rebate, or even tax relief. Many experts have warned that if this payment is delivered only as a tax credit or deduction, it could significantly reduce its impact for seniors and low-income individuals who do not owe much in taxes. For that reason, analysts believe that if this plan is to gain public trust, it would need to be delivered as a direct payment. This is where things remain uncertain. While Trump has used the word payment and dividend, no final decision has been announced regarding the exact delivery method. The White House press secretary has publicly stated that the administration is exploring all legal options to make this happen. That statement alone confirms that the idea is still under review and not yet finalized. So what does this mean for you right now? It means this is something to watch closely, but not something to count on just yet. No one should make financial decisions assuming this payment is guaranteed. At the same time, the discussion has reached a level that suggests it is being taken seriously behind the scenes. For seniors especially, even a one-time $2,000 payment could make a significant difference. It could help cover medical expenses, groceries, utilities, rent, or other essentials that have become increasingly expensive due to inflation. And that's why this conversation matters. Now I want to hear from you. Do you support the idea of a $2,000 payment for low and middle-income Americans? Do you think this will actually happen, or do you believe it's mostly political talk? Let us know in the comments. Your engagement helps this channel grow and helps more people see these updates. Also, if you know someone who relies on Social Security or lives on a fixed income, please share this video with them. Information like this can be incredibly important, especially when rumors and misinformation are everywhere. Here at SSA Senior Insight, our goal is simple. We bring you updates, explain them clearly, and tell you what's confirmed and what's still uncertain. No hype, no false promises, just honest information. As soon as we receive official updates regarding eligibility, payment methods, or confirmed timelines, we will share them with you immediately. Until then, stay informed, stay cautious, and stay connected with us. Make sure you're subscribed, leave your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for trusting SSA Senior Insight as your source for updates that matter. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next update very soon.